Hi everybody, welcome to Economist. This is a pretty exciting day because I am picking up my brand new 2019 Ford Ranger, which is what we're in right now. I'm here at Planet Ford in Houston, Texas, one of the biggest dealers in the world, and I think it's the biggest dealer in Texas as well. I'd have to double check that, but it's darn close if it's not. So this video I wanted to give you guys my first initial reaction, totally unscripted, to my new Ranger. I've driven the 2019 Ranger before in a sort of ride and drive testing event, but those were all pre-production models and we didn't get to drive it on the road at all. So this is going to be my first experience on the road with a full production 2019 Ranger, and I'm just going to kind of go stream of consciousness, what I think of it. So this will be totally honest. I won't even have time to sort of make something up, so here we go. Let's do it. So first of all, I've already adjusted my stuff. Let's start out in drive 2H mode. Wait, no, 2H mode. Okay. I actually have to go over to the service department and drop off my dead battery for my Porsche Cayman. So that's where I'm headed first. All right, well, first off, I can tell you this is definitely a truck. It feels like a body-on-frame truck because that's what it is. My very first initial reaction is that it's basically like a mini F-150. That's how it feels so far. Going over speed bumps. Oh, like a charm, like a charm. So yeah, it's funny. The engine actually sounds very turbocharged. Or maybe I shouldn't say turbocharged. It just sounds very truckish. It has a bit of a wheeze to it. Now, I don't know how much of the sound is piped in, but it does sound pretty good, especially for a 4-cylinder. So far, NVH is very nice. Oh, shut up. Come on. Forgot to turn this lady off. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, NVH, as I was saying, pretty good so far. We've only got up to like 35 miles an hour, but pretty good. Brakes are nice and good. Typical Ford brakes. They're very grabby, but that's safe. Better safe than sorry. Right. Gotta turn right here. Steering wheel feels like pretty much any other Ford standard steering wheel, although you do have a lot more buttons on here than the last time I drove a truck. Or I should say the last time I drove a small truck. F-150s have tons of buttons, but like the small trucks that I drove at that ride and drive event did not have this many buttons. We'll see if the Ford GPS gets me to where I'm actually going. That's always a question when it comes to the Ford nav systems. I quite honestly almost exclusively use either Waze or Google Maps. I don't really mess around much with the Ford navigation system, but it's worth giving it a test on my very first drive. Let's see if we can get it some pickup. Oh yeah. This is so much quicker than my Fusion Hybrid. Okay guys, so I just ran out of memory, and so I had to pull over and delete a bunch of stuff off of my phone and restart the video. So sorry about that little interruption there. But I still saved the most exciting part for you guys. I haven't tried out sport mode yet with the transmission, and that's what I'm going to try next once I pull out of here and find an open road. So let's get to it. Having parked in this parking lot now, I can tell you that the Ranger is much easier to park than an F-150. However, you still have to watch out for it because you don't have as good visibility of exactly where each part. Actually, the visibility's fine. I'm just not used to this frame. I'll get more used to it eventually and it should be fine. Trying to turn left in Houston on any road is not fun. I've now returned my Cayman battery as well, so I got my $10 back or whatever. Oh geez. And I have no more dead batteries weighing me down. Okay, maybe the on-ramp will be a good place to try out sport mode. Oh, continuity error. Didn't have my glasses on before. This does have the standard engine off when you're stopped thing, auto start stop. It doesn't bother me that much. I know some people it can really irritate them. There is a button somewhere to turn it off, I think. I think there's a button. But I haven't had time to quite... wait. Here we go. Found the button. It's down here. That'll turn off the auto start stop, but I'll keep it on, save the environment a little bit. The only weird thing about the auto start stop to me is when the engine turns off and then you can't really turn your steering wheel anymore. Sometimes that can be a bit unnerving, but once you kind of let your foot off the brake just a little bit, it'll kick back on right away. Should save my fuel economy though. Okay. Oh, here we go. Wide open. Shifting into sport mode, flooring it. Ooh. Okay. It's pretty quick. Definitely faster than my Fusion Hybrid, that's for sure. It's pretty fun to drive, actually. It really feels like you're on a true truck here. I'm telling you guys, if the Bronco is on the same platform, which as far as I know, it will be on the same platform as the Ranger, that's going to be one heck of a truck right there. Oh, here we go. On-ramp to the highway. Nice. Oh, man, I'm going 85 already. Wow. Oh, I don't know if you can tell from the grin on my face, it's so much better than the hybrid in terms of pickup. I mean, I didn't have a problem with my Fusion Hybrid. It was just kind of very slow. And this powertrain is definitely not that. Although it might as well be, because now we're hitting the classic Houston afternoon traffic. It took me about 10 minutes to get to the dealership from where I live, and it's probably going to take me almost twice that to get back because it is 5 p.m. now and everything grinds to a standstill. But gives me more time to talk to you guys about this awesome new truck. All right, let's get my adaptive cruise control going. Okay, setting it. I'll set it at 70. Maintain a distance of 2 bars, whatever that means. The nice thing about adaptive cruise control is that it's great in stop and go traffic like this, because you just keep your foot. Oh, it canceled on me. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why it did that. Does this not have stop and go? I could have sworn the Ranger had adaptive cruise with stop and go. Interesting. I'll see if that happens again when I get below 20 miles an hour. It seemed to just cut out on me. Weird. Well, if we're lucky, might not even have to experiment with that now. It's so scary to not use the brake with adaptive cruise control. Especially in this kind of traffic where it's speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. But so far it's working brilliantly. I have not touched the gas or the brake in the past minute or so. It's just cruising along. So I'm very excited to check out the B&O sound system, but I want to get my infotainment all set up once I get home, so that'll probably be in a more extensive review later on. The interior is very nicely equipped. The only thing I think I would do differently is I probably wouldn't go with this tan leather material on the seats, because it does not actually look tan. Online, the seats looked like they were like a real tan leather color, closer to like what's on my Porsche. But now that I've got it, it's more of just kind of like a slightly brownish gray. It's not my favorite color. It'll be good in the summer because it won't heat up as much as black, but if I were to redo the entire order, I think so far the only thing I would change would be the seat colors. slowing down traffic. Again, I haven't hit the gas or the brake at all, but I might have to because someone's trying to merge in. Yep, okay. Well, isn't this great? The one thing about sport mode is that it stays in first gear, and it likes to give you a little kick in the back like that. When you hit the accelerator, it's a little bit more touchy. I don't really mind it, but I know that when people ride with me, it's super, super annoying. And it holds on to that gear pretty long. So I do not have any gear paddles, which is fine. It is a truck. One thing I noticed when I was transferring all my stuff from my Fusion to here is that all the stuff I had in my trunk, I had to put in the back seat here because there's a lot of like paperwork and miscellaneous stuff that I don't want to put in the bed of the truck because it's just going to fly around or get stolen. So I'm going to have to find a way to sort of keep all my storage space back in the back seat a little bit more organized. Now you can lift up the rear seat and put stuff under the seat, which I do with some of the smaller knickknacks like some pens and cards and stuff. There isn't anything close to the amount of covered storage that you would find in a sedan. Oh, you do have gear shift here. On the gear lever, you can do plus minus gear shift here. Interesting. What else am I seeing? Okay, the speedometer in the middle is different font and different design than previous Fords that I've driven. I'm not sure if it's all new, but I can't remember if I've seen it before either. That's interesting. The Ranger does like to remind you that it is a Ranger. There are lots of Ranger names all over the place. On my seat there, I don't know if you can see that. On the front, on the back hatch, or the back tailgate, on the dash, there's a Ranger. On the front windshield, there's a Ranger. So you're not going to forget what vehicle you're driving, that's for sure. Shoot, I'm actually going to have to go back to the office first because I need to pick up all my stuff from the office that I left. But I also want to get to the top of the parking garage so I can take some cool photos while the sun is going down because the light is almost perfect right now for a photo shoot, and I think by the time I actually get over this bridge and to the office building, it'll be just right to take some epic photos, and I'll put those on my Instagram. My Instagram, by the way, is the same name as the YouTube channel, Meconomist. Go ahead and check it out. Highly recommend it. I post new stuff almost every day. Oh, look! There's another Ranger right in front of me. It's an old one, though. Oh, wait. I misidentified it. It's the Explorer, that pickup truck Explorer. Never mind. See, this is how much I know about trucks. I'm clearly not a truck person. I'm very new to trucks anytime I get in them. So over the next few months, this is going to be a little bit of a journey for me, and hopefully you guys will enjoy following along with me as I learn what it's like to live with a pickup truck. A few of you might be new to my channel because you came here specifically for the Ranger content. If you are, welcome. And if you are a truck person, if there's some kind of video you'd like to see with this truck, let me know in the comments. Also, if there's something totally stupid that I said about this truck in this video, let me know because I don't want to sound stupid in future videos. I'd much rather be embarrassed about it now rather than in the future. So feel free to let me know. I'm sure there will be plenty of things I get wrong about this truck as I get used to the truck ownership experience. And full disclosure to everyone, I don't technically own this truck. It is a company car, so my company pays for it. It's very necessary in the job that I do to have a vehicle like this. So just in the interest of full disclosure, I don't actually own it. I didn't spend any of my own money on this. I don't spend any of my own money on this or on the insurance or anything for that. It's just company provided car. However, the nice thing about my job is that I can use this car however, whenever I want, which is exciting because I can make as many videos about it for you guys as I want. One of the reasons I'm super excited about this is that I think this is the first time that I'm going to be like an early adopter of a vehicle that nobody else has. The only other person I know that has a 2019 Ranger already is a coworker of mine, and she just picked it up yesterday. I've seen them around a little bit more in Michigan for obvious reasons, but here in Houston and in the Woodlands, this is only going to be the second one that I've seen on the road. The other nice thing about this being a company car paid for by not my own money is that I can get it fully loaded. So I have pretty much all the options ticked. So if there's any particular option that you'd like to learn more about, let me know and I would be happy to share. All right, let's see if we can get to the top of this parking garage. Get some good photos. See if I can reach my access card all the way down there. Got all this junk in my pockets. There we go. Oh man, it sounds like a truck. Weird. It sounds almost like a diesel. I don't know, that probably sounds stupid, but it has that similar sort of whistling sound. It's like a turbo diesel. Turning circle is very nice. Wow. Some people are going to say that the proportions of this truck are a little odd because it is the crew cab, so you've got a lot of passenger space and not a lot of bed space. So it has a little bit of awkward proportions, but those proportions are actually very nice practically speaking because you have a decent amount of interior space and you can go around corners like that super easily. Whoa, very bright sunshine. Okay, I'll try to talk to you guys like this. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was my just first initial, totally unscripted, totally unfiltered views of my very first drive in my 2019 Ranger. I will definitely have more videos on this, including a sort of full initial review coming out in the following months. So please stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.